Hi everyone, and welcome back. We have quite a bit to do here. One step at a time. Yeah. Let's see here. Today's recording will probably come out around newish today. And then I want to start recording for some things tomorrow. Today is Tuesday, and I will be trying to record around the kids again. So hopefully, my mic holds up, my internet holds up. My thermometer this morning said negative 24 Fahrenheit today. I'm not quite sure. Let's see here. Let's figure out. What it would be in Celsius. So, negative 24 degrees Fahrenheit is what it says outside on my temperature gauge. In Celsius would be, I guess it looks like negative 31,111 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, it's pretty cold. I have a heater and an old house that can't keep up. It says it is set at like 65, somewhere in there. And the temp that it's reading in the house doesn't read anything. It is way into the bottom, so it's cold, cold, cold. I woke up early this morning, and I just can't go back to bed. The cause of being cold is just unphantom. I let the dogs out away from the dog door. That's kind of seeping in, but I got that closed right now, and we'll just go from here and see what happens. I'm gonna record this for a couple hours, edit it, and go start vehicle and see how that goes. Hopefully, the battery stays pretty generated, and then we'll record DAI for tomorrow, and excuse me, coffee. And then we probably will do some Veilguard. Yeah, because I don't have any Veilguard ready for tomorrow. We'll probably do 2 Veilguards as well. But the Veilguards will probably both come out tomorrow. But anyway, let's go ahead and travel out and continue our journey. Okay. Oh, okay. A letter home. My dearest Elaine, have you had news of the war? They say it will take over all Olay. People say that mine's about to be shut down. No one wants to be caught in the middle of the fighting. I had a good thing here, good coin. In a year or two, I might have made enough to go home and marry. Now this war comes. Now these wars or this wars come along and ruined everything. I'll stay As long as I can, don't wait for me. Leave as soon as you can. Perhaps in a city like Mazamorda, there will be guards and militia to keep the peace. Your brother, Jean. One, two, three, 4, 5, and these are all kind of activated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. We'll just keep the ones activated, and once we fill out things, we'll start deactivating the ones that I don't really care for. Oops. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Where'd it go? Oh, jump off. There we go. Oh, I hate this. No! Damn it. You put me right. Yes. Fuckers. I don't like you birds. You're gonna throw me off. I don't like you boys. Don't throw me off. Fantastic. Alright. You're still glowing. That's good. That's better. Alright. Brr. I gotta cover up more. Alright. Go ahead over here. there. Okay. Okay. Andreas states Mercedes. Elves were guilty of the greatest sin of turning from the Maker, but we will show them mercy, for that is what Andraste teaches. From a sermon given by Sister Anne Lynn at the conclusion of the Exile Marches of the Dales. Gotcha. Monthly report, Master Kellis. Numbers are fantastic, sir. Trades booming with all the lyrium showing up. Maybe it's red instead of blue, but people are still buying. The mages we picked up can look into what the color means. He needs to start earning his keep. We have more coin on hand too. No need to pay off some greasy dwarf since the red stuff isn't from deep roads. Must be killing them. Someone struck lyrium up here and they're not getting a piece. Vigilant.
A note. It claims this red lyrium's not coming from the deep roads.
Okay. Let's get this, and then we'll make our way back this way. We'll kind of do a loop. Yeah. Come. Silver Falls. No elven treasure was hidden beneath the falls. That's ridiculous. Tale lost me 6 soldiers. If I find the man who started the rumor, I will kill him myself. Journal from Captain Marcin, dated 2/20 glory.
There must be something here.
Which way are we flipping here? Okay. Because I don't remember.
Big gushing streams. I'm starting to feel inadequate.
Jesus! Iron Ball. Good lord. Like, we're gonna roll that up. There we go. Battles of Theta. Sunblonde Vintage 1. To fit a brewery for a discreet clientele and strong enough to fluster a tranquil. An almost weightless spirit, best served with a powdering of cat's bane as a flavor enhancer and antidote. Alright. So there's a waterfall. We're gonna head straight down. And we'll be coming up this way later on. Let's get established on our camp. Alright. And we'll be back. Guarantee it. Wasn't there a... Or is that the next one? Must be the next one. Is my... There it is. One more.
Inquisitor.
Okay. I thought I had finished you up. Let's go take care of you guys first. Huh. Alright, this is going too far, isn't it? Yeah, it's going too far. I want to clear this part out first.
Leaving the camp. Sister Cousteau's dead. Hope she died slow.
Put up a little bit of a fight, but really not slow. Oh. Oh, please. There we go. Duami's notes. The shipments are prepared, and once again, the rats from the Watcher's Reach are getting in the way. One woman got far enough into my camp to look in the crates, scrounging for food, no doubt. Sneaky little peasants, perhaps traps next time. Good one. Thank you. Scribbled notes. Did you hear? Sister Costa has fallen. I'm surprised it took so long. She was soft. Unfortunately, we also lost the rats we were going to send to Saldine. We'll have to make sure that this doesn't happen again. I will be back. We'll be back for that. Solus, protect yourself.
That should relieve some of the refugees' worries.
betrayer. Even Mothra the betrayer had a part to play. Who are we to say elves do not? From a sermon given by Sister Animate at the conclusion of the exiled marches of the Dales. Domains note: August has made progress in the Excel planes. We are together in this. But Maker's Breath, how that irks me. The weapon, or whatever secret is hidden in those glyphs, is mine by right. Manifest trusts me most. Blah. He won't have it. Not while I live. Hardin Hightown, Chapter 9 by Varric Tetris. Don and Barkova was running out of leads to chase. He had only had 2 weeks left until retirement. Just 2 weeks to find the man's murderer, a magistrate and a Hightown noble. If Captain Holling didn't kick him from the ranks first. The docks stank of piss and rotten fish, as well as the men and women who worked there. But that was where Donnan had to go to find the raider captain Belladonna, who had broken into the Comte Fur's home. The Dragon Jewel was a big boat. She liked big boats. The pointy bits towards magically over the water. That roundish wooden part seemed like it could crush armadillos beneath it. Shit, I don't know. Would. It was the greatest boat in the history of boats. But even from the docks, Donnan knew something was wrong. He ran up the gangplank to find a dead sailor on the deck and blood trail leading down into the hold. Donnan drew his sword and followed. His eyes still hadn't adjusted to the dim of the lower deck when he tripped over a second dead sailor. Stabbed in the gut and left where he'd fallen, the body was still warm. The ship creaked with every swell of the water of the waves. Donnan held his breath and crept deeper into the hold. He barely deflected the blade in time. Steel rained against steel. Donnan parried a second blow. Still half blind in the low lights, the third swing got past his guard and left a wicked gash in his forearm. Nobody attacks my crew, you flaming pile of dog shit, the attacker swore, and Donnan recognized her voice. Hold on, Kirkwall City Guard, he shouted, barely bringing down his blade up in time. You again! Donnan's eye finally began to adjust, and he could make out the Captain Belladonna. She was clutching her ribs with her right hand, a dagger in her left, and was covered in enough blood that Donnan was sure it wasn't all hers. She glowered at him. Could have used a guard not 5 minutes ago, unless useless as ever. She grudgingly lowered her weapon. Donnan shilled his sword. Who did this? Don't know. Didn't care to ask, she sniffed. Bastard killed 2 of my men before I cut off his hands and he bolted. She waved indifferently towards the rear of the hold. It's over there somewhere. Did he take the Count's shipment? Donnan asked. No, if that's what this is about, you can have it. She limped over to the trunk and removed a bundle of cloth tied with twine. She threw it at Donna's feet. Good riddance. Okay, now, where am I at with inventory? I'm okay yet. Alright, let's do this. Brr. This is gonna be an ongoing thing. Ugh.
The Freeman's leader should be holed up here. This
Hold your thought.
place has seen better days.
War always brings opportunists.
Always. Always, Solus. Always.
When did they arrive?
A few hours ago. He's talking with them now.
Two down. Maleficent's journal. Maleficent kept several journals. This one spans the time Maleficent spent as a sergeant in the Imperial Army. I see Laurent's death in my mind all the time. The man who killed her, one of the usurper's soldiers, was familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if I once shared a drink with him. Isn't that how it is now? Brother against brother? The priest tells me to remember Laurent's life, not her death, so I try to recall years past, the countless times she saved me. The day we first met, when I was a young recruit who almost pissed himself at her barked orders. Because of her, I learned discipline and control. She installed in me pride in what we did. She taught me how to use a sword. More importantly, she taught me how to keep it sheathed. She was fearless, strong, regal, and she was cut down like a common peasant by someone we may have once known. Will anyone remember her? Will Celine? Some pages later. There is a new soldier in our Balaton, Gordon. He's an odd fellow with an accent I can't place, like he spent time in the marches. It doesn't matter in the end. He's been a comfort listening to me talk about those who died. He also lost a friend in Celine's war, and he's tired, like we all are. He said a very wise thing. There's no war without soldiers. The Empress can't wage her war if we refuse to fight. Allegiance should belong to the allegiance.
Part of a key. There's a rune inscribed on it. Or part of one.
Crap. We should look around. Sorry to cut you off.
Done and done.
Oh. So this. A servant's letter. A neatly penned note addressed to the villa's former owner. My lord, everything is in order for your departure. I've granted leave to all non-essential staff, and arrange transportation for the time you requested. I have taken the liberty of securing more valuable items in your personal storeroom. I trust you will find everything to your satisfaction. Artman. Okay, now going this way. We don't want there yet.
I haven't heard anything from the Blade, have you?
Nothing recent anyway.
Can't see anything. Pages from Lord Merle's journal. The journal of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupants tossed it aside. Armament is the very soul of discretion. I could have a Templar to dine, or to dinner, and they would be none of the wiser. If the Templars haven't gone off to the Maker's knows what, I might try it. Valerie complains, but the Empress herself has such an advisor. Why not me? His services are useful, and no one could better ensure our security. No matter the destruction of the city will ease her mind soon enough. What? Gotcha. One thing at a time. I'm going in circles. That's okay. We'll leave the big courtyard here till the end. Sexuality in Thetis. What I found most interesting is that despite the lack of open discussion on the matter of human sexuality, there is a commonality to be found on the subject in all Andrastian's lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance and the union of powerful families, it is considered of vital importance. Yet even there, a noble who has done their duty to the family might be allowed to pursue their sexual interests without raising an eyebrow. The view on indulging lust with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Olay, it is considered a quirk of character and nothing more. And for Reldon, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. And of Winter, it is considered selfish and defiant behavior among nobles, but actively encouraged with favored slaves. No here is it forbidden, and sex of any kind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to an awful excess of performed in the public eye. From In the Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Okay, Lady Morrow's diary. The diary of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupant tossed it roughly aside. All this fuss over Gaspar and Celine, the talk was amusing enough. Now we hear of conflicts between the Imperial army and the soldiers supporting that usurper. The thought of them coming here is frightful. Mother is right. Our most fashionable acquaintance will summer in the city. We should do the same. Raymond is still stubborn, of course. All his little tricks and trinkets are here. I indulge his electronities, mostly to annoy Mother, but we cannot have everything sent to Bavarois on such short notice. He does insist we keep Artemin on. He refuses to do without the man's service. I suppose he views Artemin as another piece of his collection. Still, such devotion to a servant. Okay, one moment, guys. I believe that's all the rooms. Off to the courtyard.
Take them down.
Ah, I didn't get you at all, did I? Oh, there we are.
That seems to be the last of them.
Looks like that was the man in charge.
We've struck a blow against the Freemen.
Red Templar orders a letter bearing the temple seal. Have a chat with Movement. Make sure everything's running smoothly. While there, see if any of his men might wish to volunteer their services in Emperor du Ulan. We could always use a few more. Be discreet. Melvin's still useful. I doubt he'd remain so if he thinks we're stealing the soldiers.
Seems we interrupted their meeting with the Templars.
They weren't ready for us. Whatever they came for might still be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. We'll come on to the ramparts here in a moment. I'll take you. Take you. Okay. Oh. Here we go. The Exalted Marches of the Dales. The chantry story of the Exalted March of the Dales paints the picture of the righteous, faithful arrayed against heathen savages. But I've long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with over pro-chantry and pro-human bias. Thus, it is my moral imperative to propose an alternative interpretation. That the exile marches of the Dales was nothing more than an expansion ploy hidden beneath the mask of faith. It is easy to see on any map how large the Dales are. More importantly, they stand between Olay and the rest of the South, and would likely have representation a significant obstacle to the Empire's expansion into Ferelden. Naturally, we stood to benefit from propagating the narrative of a hostile, unreasonable people attacking innocent missionaries and making blood sacrifices of the good Andrastian babies. The likely truth is that the elves merely wish to maintain sovereignty over the lands promised to them by the blessed Andraste herself, when the humans showed clear intent to undermine their autonomy. Of course, the elves reacted by becoming increasingly isolationist, which suited the empire perfectly. Here was a kingdom that spurned diplomatic overtures and that refused to lend aid during the Second Plague when the Darkspawn attacked Monomarcer. The Dalish kingdom could not be anything but a doormat threat, one that needed to be crushed before it awoke. Scholars point to the massacre at the Red Crossing as the impetus for the Chantry's declaration on the exile marches on the Elven kingdom in the Dales. They completely ignore the fact that no one alive truly knows what happened at the Red Crossing or why the elves attacked. The Chantry's response to the elven aggression that resulted in the slaughter of hundreds was predictable. But in the light of my thesis, perhaps we should re-examine the events of Red Crossing and wonder if the attack was truly unprovoked, or whether it was possible that someone saw the benefit in sacrificing an entire village to justify the subjugation of an entire people. From a New Perspective on the Exalt Marches, a pamphlet by an ominous author, published by the University of Olay in 912 Dragon. Very good. We're going to learn more about that in our travels here through the Emerald Graves. The long walk to Hamsharal. Only 65 of our group made it to Hamsharal. Some gave up, some sickened, especially the little ones. Bandits stalked us. My mother, forgive me, I had to steal food. A child fought me for extra scraps of bread. A few days later, I carried her for miles after her legs gave out. She died shivering in my arms. I used to have a master, a mage. He fed me well, never beat me, even taught me how to read so I could do his accounts. But if he had a theory or a spell he wanted to test out, he'd get out his daggers, have the other servants tie me to the post, and carve ferrules into my skin. I was so afraid. Every time I was sure I would die, but at the worst I'd collapse, get bandaged up, and lie in bed too weak to move for days. The other slaves visit me in secret to survey the damage. I'd healed just enough before he needed blood again. That is why I travel from Vademora to the Dales with nothing but rags on my back. That is why there were 105 of us when we set out, all elven. That is why I fell to my knees and wept when we crossed through the gates of my new home, a village for my people. Anonymous accounts of the long walk, as told by Brother Bicker of Ferelden, circa 140 ancient. I need a drink, guys. Give me one. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. I did not want iced coffee. That is not what I wanted. Okay, it's in that. A letter to Maleficent. Maleficent, I'm sending men to discuss some changes. It's nothing dire. You'll find the demands perfectly reasonable. We're willing to compensate for you and any inconvenience. I want our relationship to be mutually beneficial. It has been going so well, each of us with our own crusades. See. Let's see. Chance to hit, taunt all enemies at 8 meters second, where of this amulet regenerates mana or stamina at higher rate. Rogue or mage only. Excuse me. Okay. Eh. I want to put this other one, I think, on Dorian. Okay. That's fine. Would you please be so kind? Thank you, sir.
Red lyrium.
They were smuggling for the Templars.
Not anymore.
Maleficent's journal. Maleficent kept several journals. This one detailed the founding of 3 men of the Dales. Oxygen and I established an outpost in the Elmo Graves. We are spreading the word to both armies. I'm sick of good Olesian men and women dying for someone else's cause. It ends now. Olay should belong to us, the people who defend her borders, who till her fields. If we're to fight and kill for something, let it be that. Several pages later, Templars approached us. They are not the order I knew, but they have offered weapons and gold if we help bring their supplies through the Emerald Graves. If we are to free the Dales from the grasp of the nobility, we need what they have to offer. It's a deal with a demon, but our cause is worthwhile. An official appraisal. A note addressed to the villa's former owner lies next to an unusual device. Lord Merle. I pose a few questions to my contacts in the White Spire. Discreetly, of course. At least they want the peace for themselves. From what I can gather, the device, rustically dubbed a lyrium eparlin, is meant to restore broken runes. They are not widely used. Some suggest that if the runes were affixed to an object, the device could restore the item itself, although I was unable to confirm the truth of this. This is purely academic, as it requires a mage to function. It nevertheless a rare piece prized among the collectors of curiosity. I trust you are pleased with the purchase. Sincerely, Amal Fabir, collector and purveyor of unique MMR. Solus? Oh, for the love of, why are you way over here? Thank you.
What have we here?
Fantastic. Running out of room is what we have. Thank you. Good enough. Alright. On our way out. Okay, maybe not. Aww. I don't know really what you're trying to... Oh. Maleficent journal. Maleficent kept several journals. This one appears recently written. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Our hearts were pure when we started. I have to wonder if we lost our way. The Templars are terrifying. When I speak to the Knight Captain, I feel uneasy. There is something unsettling about his eyes and the voice. They keep making offers, more shipments to guard, more men to be escorted to the keep. I just no. No more grousing. I can't let my doubts show. Others will take their cue from me. They must stay strong. It's just for a little while longer. Then we'll get what we want. We'll be free. Okay. That's where they wanted me to get. Look here. Glyphs still. Okay. Okay. Nothing. And there we go. Burr, 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 burr. I don't think the one in my room here is, oops, sorry, doing anything for me. Oh. All right. For the dawn, lyrium, unfinished. Oh, that's for Penagos. Okay. All right. Okay, nothing. Now I want... We'll do that and that. Oh, there's a little... ramparts, here we come. And then by that point, we should be running out of room.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Well, we will look here in a bit, but not at this time. We've got some fighting to do. Where are you? There you are. Damn it. Okay. Stop shooting. Go up this way. Scribble notes. Get your man out on the roads and hunt down those Inquisition bastards. We're losing the Emerald Graves. Have you forgotten what we're fighting for? Everything we do for our future and for LA. Scribble notes. An unsigned message. Villamura's taken. Maleficent's gone. We're losing our grip. What now? The men are starting to balk. Talk about giving up. Scribble note. When Samson made this deal, we promised you the Dales if you hold them and keep them the roads open for our supplies. Too difficult a concept to grasp, I see. Enough of your fumbling. The Red Templars will deal with the Inquisition. Night, Captain Carl. I really don't think you've been dealing with really anything, to be honest. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's go deal with some more.
Around the Dales hurting helpless peasants?
Yeah. Okay. One moment. We'll get there. Crap. Perfect. Gentlemen, on your way now. Thank you. The bottle of Theotis. Absence. I am aware of how to spell it. This bottle reflects my wishes that the current crop of beheaded self-style cad would disappear. I prefer a la fille vet as spirit, not afflection. This Taylor Amnes Gavin. Okay. All that annoying little pop-up things for this. Give me that. Thank you. Okay, now I want to go out this way just to make sure nothing is here. And Solus is standing wherever Solus is. Don't fall down there. Sir Augustine's message. Austin, might I remember you, or remind you, none of us really understand these heathen edgings. We're going as fast as we can. I would add that some of the men are uneasy about the whole thing. You know the stories of Elven Curse. The weapon you believe hidden here better be worth it. Gale. Okay. We are going down here first. Excuse me. And then up here. Open this up and then we'll go talk to Fairbanks. That's it, right there. Good. Got stuck again. Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. Sir Augustine's message, Fulvia. I hope you are well and adjusting. This is now your home. The Imperial Army did not appreciate you. Your Empress used you for her own purpose. Forget her. Remember, you are no deserter. You are free. Your friend, Sir Austin. I mean, they had really good intentions, but now, like all attention, sometimes it doesn't pan out. And you do unbelievable, stupid things in the results. Alright. Okay, I don't need that. Really? You're gonna flop their asses right in front of me. Goodness, computer. Down we go. This is gonna lead me to a dead end, I believe. It's fine. We'll be fine. Just walk back. Gathering as we go, though. Yep. No worries. Brrr, damn it. You're gonna hear me complain in all these videos, and I do apologize if that's bothersome. I almost want to put gloves on, but if I put gloves on, I am unable to play. And I want to play. We're gonna have to take care of a bear here. Damn you. I jumped out in time.
sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
Oh, well, I can see it right here. Why do you wait so long?
That should help ward off demons.
I mean, developers. It's not Sola's fault you programmed it that way. I hate these things. Alright. Referred to as the stallion, in common parlance, the constellation Equor has historically been described either as a rearing horse or a seated griffin. Some scholars speculate that the constellation's original image was that of a hala, which could indicate a deliberate supposition of constellation's origins representation as Gillenade, the elven goddess also known as Mother of Hala. However, as a horse had great significance to early Normannian culture from which the ancient Imperium descended, the speculation is largely considered unfounded. Okay. Let's go say. Let's do this. I want... No! Okay, my Inquisitor did whatever she wanted to do at that point.
And not just precious.
New client. To the Master Kellis. The new client wants double the red lira shipment last time. The contact says that was for someone called Samson. I met him during the last trip. Got a Templar feel off him, although the armor he wears doesn't look chantry. Still, his coin's good and doesn't preach. Totally.
Another letter on the smugglers referring to Samson.
Very good. Torn pages. Nothing to hunt for days. No deer, no hares, nothing. When it says we are at least halfway through the forest, the only one who's traveled these parts, so we have to take his word. Ugh, Gwendon. The minute we got out of here and back to town, we're ditching the shifty-eyed bastard. It's not just that he's a mage, he's just shifty. He found some herbs, said they would keep the hunger at bay. Shouldn't have listened, but the others thought it's a good idea. What did he call it? Ashveen? Doesn't matter. You can't live off of vegetables. Real men need real meat to keep the blood up and the humor circulating. Good thing we decided to rest. Feeling dizzy from the lack of the proper food, the riding trail's off. I think you've got poison, dear sir. Ooh, got some loot. Take. Alright, where's our next step? Okay. I gotta get out of this area here first, though.
I used to think it was just me who thought you humans all look alike.
And now?
Clearly, you guys can't tell each other apart either. How the crap did you live as some other guy for all those years?
I grew a beard.
Really? Put some hair on your face and no one can tell who you are anymore. That's some disguise, big guy.
And I didn't talk to anyone for months at a time.
Alright. That probably helped.
Are you two done? Thank you. Perfect. White Shadow. I camped underneath the large stone statue of a wolf not far off the road. With the calm eyes of the great beast watching over me, I slept like a babe in arms. From a journal through the dales by Lord Horace Medford. Adventure. Alright. Oops, wrong button. Up we go. The Dire of Trollus Pertubus. The Great Mission, Day 1. Arrived in the Emerald Graves and located the first instance of the menace. Set up an observation area close by. This will allow for undisturbed study of the Phantomon. The Great Mission, Day 2. The particular example of the menace seems far less active than the one in Thebes. It pulsates at a rate of a mere 427 times per hour. The sound of it here is a nagging drone, as opposed to the frantic whistling of the first one in town. As I recall, Sister Ephedora described the noise as similar to the one heard when the forces air from a leaky bellows. The Great Mission, Day 5, ran out of Sister Evelyn's honey loaves. Still have cheese, but spent yesterday foraging. Spotted another menace through the trees by the river. I can only describe it as stormy. It must be investigating further. For the mission to succeed, I must learn all I can. We're gonna go up there. A sketchbook. The sketchbook contains several charcoal drawings of wildlife. The artist is clearly a hobbyist and not a master. One drawing depicts several nugs congregating around what looks like a fade rift. On the next page, a giant slavering creatures with large ears and a snout is depicted emerging from the rift and devouring the assembled smaller nugs. Under that is scribbled the words, "I gave them rash wine. I really shouldn't have." Alright, I want this first. Take. Thank you. Here we are. Fine. Fine. At least until we save and come back. But anyway, guys, this is where we're gonna stop. We already got that. And when we come back, we're gonna head probably there. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, until next time, guys. Bye now.